Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Broly and why I think he's a really good character in this game. I'm going to be talking about my entire team, the team synergy behind this team, and I'm going to be talking about at the end Android 21, things that I hope to see in the future as far as balancing the game. And without further ado, let's get started. So Broly. Where else can we start except for his normals, right? So 5L, 10 frames. 10 frame 5L. Honestly, people are like, that's bad. Look, it's not like you're going to be fighting with this character from point blank here. Okay? Now, only a brain-dead moron would try to use a big body character and fight up close and personal with his opponent. He's going to use his distance and his long limbs to his advantage, just like in real life. So he's a little slower. Alright? Now, TN. Alright? His 5M from that distance is the only thing that reaches. Okay? Now, if you're TN, you wanted a whiff, right? Okay, but by that time, and if I whiffed, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't whiff. You know what I mean? You get smoked. All right. Now let's bring in another character. Let's say Baby round start. Right? All right. The second part of his auto will hit, but by that time, you exploded. All right. Let's try Super Saiyan Vegeta. Not even the second hit. Not even the third hit. So now you're starting to see, you know, character sizes and the big difference, right? So putting Broly back. Yeah, you exploded, alright? Well, let's talk about his medium. Alright? The range of this medium is insane. Alright? Insane. Look at Vegeta's. Doesn't reach. Broly's reaches, right? Tien's medium reaches, right? So that's understandable. That would win in that situation, in that scenario, okay? So we don't have to test that. But the fact that his goes so far, you can control the distance. And his goes farther than Tien's. Tien won't reach from that distance. Broly will. So in that instance, Broly actually has a better 2M, if you think about it, right? Same thing with Baby. Okay, now Baby's startup loses to Broly. Baby's startup, I think, is 18 frames. 17 frames, excuse me. 17 frames. And Broly's, Broly's is only 15 frames. So, he loses to that round start, right? Now, the team synergy portion of this is we're talking about these normals, we're talking about frames and things like that, right? Attack startup, all that stuff. But we're not really addressing this. And that's that my assist, Goku, which is my defensive offensive assist, okay? He does both. He allows me to combo. And he protects me because he hits on both sides. And here's the thing. As you can see, I can either combo with him like that, or he gives you a wall bounce unique to base Goku. So that's really important because a lot of people, they're out here using C assists because, yo, they can't combo, you know, they don't have enough time to combo. If you're skilled enough... Alright, so let's say I do something like this. Right? I can combo like that, or if I want the extra time... I can do it like that, and not only that, he literally carries you to the corner. Okay, so very fantastic assist, one of the best assists in the game, in my opinion. People think, oh, Vegito, like, look, Vegito A is good. But are you gonna argue that he's better than this? Vegito A covers a lot more, yes. 100%. He covers, like, all of that on the screen, so it's understandable. But the hit stun isn't as good as Goku's. First of all, the hit stun isn't as good as Goku's. He doesn't give you a wall bounce. Can you imagine if Vegito A gave you a wall bounce? Can you imagine if Vegito A, like, hit on both sides? I don't know, man. People decide, you know, content creators, you know, and these, you know, tournament players, they're like, they decide, you know what, this is, Vegito A is, like, the best assist in the game, is what I'm hearing. I mean, I'm not going to say that there's any assist that's the best in the game. I'm sure that, you know, people used to think Kid Buu Gumball was, like, the best assist in the game because it allows you to do fuzzy mix and stuff like that. And there's a lot of assists that actually let you do that. You know, it's character specific, man. You got to build your team. Team synergy is really important. That's kind of what we're discussing here. So, round start. All right, team synergy. All right. So that's my 5L. You know, so I can combo off all this shit, right? Now, 236. 236S. This is armored. Alright. Really strong round start. You know, if you want to call Goku and do stuff like that. And I'm not saying I do this every round start either. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, it doesn't have its weaknesses. Obviously it does, you know. If somebody does like a backdash and then, you know, does like a beam or does a counter, that, you know, if they see it too many times, they're going to smoke it, you know what I mean? That's why sometimes, you know, round start, you know, jumping is really good, floating, you know, air dash cross mix, you know, call it, you know, it's like stuff like that's important. So just mix it up, you know, be clever. Don't do the same things over and over. But, you know, when it comes to like these characters, you have to have good synergy. So I've explained why Goku is such a good assist for Broly. Now I want to explain why Gohan's such a good assist for Broly. And mind you, I used to be a Yamcha player, so Yamcha A all the way, right? But Gohan B is pretty darn close to doing the same exact thing that Yamcha did for me, except Gohan is a much better character than Yamcha, right? You know, so, with that being said, you know, if you do like a combo, and I didn't even need to walk forward for that, I could have just did that, but anyway. You get what I'm saying? So, he allows me to do this. If your character is able to do all of their special moves, all of their most optimal routes with an assist, that means that that assist has great synergy with the character, right? Alright, 69, 41. Alright, we reset the neutral, and at this point, why did I take him out of the corner? Well, there's a good reason for that, honestly. The reason is that this level 1 with Broly has a lot of recovery. And knowing that in the corner that it has a lot of recovery means that by the time we both reset to neutral, yes, you're in the corner. However, there's no Oki, and in the corner I'm so close to you, right? I'm so close to you in the corner that if you mash 9 out of 10 times you're gonna beat me because your buttons are better than mine from a close distance. However, Broly's the kind of character you want to reset the neutral on. Why? Because I have the advantage. My range is better than yours. So I get the more damage, and technically I get the better option. Alright, so now that we talked about assist, team synergy, and things like that, I want to also discuss overall synergy, okay? Now, people talk about building a team around a character. How about building a team around a team, right? And what I mean by that is, you know, being able to combo not just with, you know, focusing on the main character, but all of your characters being able to combo off of each other. Alright, normal B&B, but I don't go that route because, you know, this route's much better. So as you can see in that combo, it cost me 2 bars. I did an explosive amount of damage, and not only did I do an explosive amount of damage, I gave myself the corner. Okay, and as you can see, both, you know, all characters work with base Goku. All right, now same thing with Gohan, right? Now that wasn't the most optimal combo I could have done. I messed up, but you can already see the idea, right? You see the idea behind it. Ah, I messed up. I want to land this combo because it's kind of cool. It's a cool combo. So what else can I say? What else can I really say? I just really think that the team synergy here is amazing. It's really strong. Anytime that you design or build a team, I think that any character should be able to play on point. Any character should be able to be an anchor. You know, and you just have to be able to play solid, you know. But all of these characters have good re-jump combos. They have solo good combos, solo TOD combos. Adult Gohan level 7, obviously, you know. Base Goku sparked, you know. S Broly, he's got his limit break, and then he also gets the buff for, you know, after his level 3 and things like that. So, I mean, this team's really good, really strong. And I really wanted to just talk about that because I feel like, you know, people undermine, you know, S Broly, how good he is, the importance of, you know what, it's not just about the character, it's about the team that you build. You know, if you put this character with characters that don't really complement his skill set, and if you don't play him to his strengths and rather just complain about his weaknesses, that really says a lot about your, you know, your character and your personality as a fighting game player, that you're not really able to adapt to the situation. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So lastly, I wanted to discuss Android 21, right? I'm sorry, not Android 21, Lab Coat 21. So Lab Coat 21, it's a simple fix, really. Just make her debuff last only 21 seconds, okay? And if you swap the character out and swap the character back in, you know, obviously the buff, you know, the debuff is gone once you swap the character out. But the debuff should only last 21 seconds while the character's in. As far as the buff that Lab Coat 21 gets from, you know, the level 1 grab, I think that it should be permanent only as long as the character remains on the field. So meaning if you are Lab Coat 21 and you tag, or you change your character at any point in a DHC or something like that, then you lose that damage buff, and when you bring the character back in, you have to then do the level 1 again to another character to then reclaim that buff. Other than that, as far as the lariat goes, you know, her spinning lariat, I believe that it's fine the way it is. You know, I know that it's annoying, and I know that people have a hard time dealing or getting around it, but you know what? The only major issue that I can honestly see with the character is the debuff. You know, she can debuff your whole team, and then, you know, the damage output is just not there. And, you know, it makes the matches take a lot longer. And not only does it make the matches take a lot longer, but, you know, it makes a lot of characters, you know, suffer. You know, Kid Buu, Yamcha, mainly, especially Yamcha, right? So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to put out some more content here later on in the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.